Welcome
to
to
Shade.
Shade in the City.
I'm your girl Treese,
It's Nellz.
and today we are here to do our very late breakdown of the 90 Day of the Fiancé, season 10, tell all 1 and 2, y'all. Wrap it up in a nice shady little bow. Hopefully you enjoyed it. I'm sure if you haven't watched it by now, then well, yeah, you'll get a treat because you ain't got to watch it. But yeah, y'all, if you haven't already, I'd appreciate if you hit that like button.
And that subscribe button.
And yeah, y'all, it's gonna be a nice little break. Unless y'all do something amazing and hop down in these comments and make us feel like we need to come back for happily ever after. Guess what? I won't do it. I'm not. I don't see it for Angela.
I ain't gonna do it.
Nor do I care to see another season of Jasmine and Gino. I was done this season, and the fact that they brought them back, I don't care to do it. So unless y'all have no. And so unless y'all have some type of outcry in the comments, we'll catch y'all the other way. Okay. But anyway, y'all. So yeah, let's get into it and let's get shady. We see everybody show up and tell all. Nikki, for some reason, thinks she had a fairy tale with Justin, but it's turned into a nightmare. And I think we knew that. I think we saw that.
Dream of beautiful nightmare.
No, nothing's beautiful about that nightmare.
It's just a nightmare.
Right. But Nikki is clearly a little bit delulu and had something else in her mind. Ashley said her communication with Miguel since marriage has been hit or miss. Jasmine and Gino have overcome certain problems. I didn't see what problems, but they said they have new problems. And I think it's still the same problem. And her name is Jasmine. Ashley lost 101 pounds. I said, okay, girl, look at that witchcraft. Okay. I wanted to say, look at God, but you be doing something else. So, look at that.
And I definitely noticed it on Devin.
Yeah. Devin definitely lost a lot of weight, but they weren't raving about hers. And then we see Rob and Sophie. Sophie, thank you, God, for taking that wig off your head. God, girl. Because you know what? I'm feeling the brown. It looks very good on you. Nellz is going to sit here and tell me that it was a wig on your head, but I don't believe that.
It is. She said she was going back to her natural color, not her natural hair.
I don't believe that. You look good, girl. You look good. It was better than the dirty blonde.
I was just about to ask you, do you mean a wig or that wig, as in the blonde?
I said, and Rob said she looks amazing with her natural hair color.
Okay. Yeah, that's her natural hair color. That's not her natural hair.
Don't do that. And so then, Nikki, everybody's like, oh my God, you're so beautiful. You look like Barbie. And, everybody.
I did like the dress. She was giving Barbie.
She was.
It was very much Nikki. That was so Nikki.
Apparently, she ain't talked to Justin in 2 months. But when she went back for his birthday, she said everything was fine. And then he called her and asked her if they could just be close friends because he is not trans attracted. So this is how we started off to tell her. I said, well, damn, it's only at this point, it was only 10 minutes in. And I said, if y'all gonna give us everything in the first 10 minutes, why are we doing 2 parts? But anyway. And then
there was clearly more.
Right. And then Clayton and Anali have moved to Oklahoma, and so is his mom.
She just refused to say this girl's name right.
Anali, my bad.
You want her to be anime so bad.
They moved to Oklahoma. Whatever. Citra and Sam are pregnant. And she's 12 weeks. I said, woohoo. And Rob and Sophie have moved from LA to Austin, Texas. And they do have a bathroom in their new house. And then they talk about the online cheating. And Justin tries to jump to his defense, which makes him look bad. And then they bring Claire on, and she starts going off about Rob not doing enough for her daughter. And then Sophie agrees, which makes Rob angry that she won't take up for him.
I thought Claire came in at the end.
What? No, she was in the beginning.
Okay.
But and then yeah, Rob and Rob is upset because he's like, oh, Sophie never takes my side against her mom. And then the cast kind of take up and
Oh, I don't know why that's Sophie's mom.
yeah.
I don't know why when you said Claire, I was thinking of Nikki's mom.
Oh, that's her name too. I didn't even catch Nikki.
No, it's probably not.
Okay.
That's just who I thought of.
She's correcting me. Don't even know who's who. Okay.
I didn't look. I said that's who I thought. I didn't say I was correcting you. So then Sean moved on to Ashley and Manuel. Ashley asked permission from everybody, if she can consult her tarot cards to see how the tell-all will go. Basically, she lets them know it's going to be a whirlwind. That's what I got. I ain't going into detail about that.
It's going to be a lot of judgment, and people going to leave angry.
Sounds like a whirlwind to me.
Well, yeah.
Tornado, rain, storms, everything that was at her wedding.
Rain.
Everything she was worried about being at her wedding is going to be right here at this here tell-all.
Well, no, she said her wedding was good. Her wedding was good.
I said that she expected to be.
Oh, okay.
The storm is coming to the tell-all. Bring out Stacy and Sienna. Sean brought up the fact that Stacy didn't trust Manuel and wants to know, now that they're married, does she trust him? She said absolutely not. And it has a lot to do with the fact that, he lied to his kids about what he was doing, where he was going. Basically, he said he was going for work. And if you can do that to your kids, what else are you holding from my daughter?
I thought she had very good points on that.
I did too, until she switched up very quickly at the end. Ashley feels that, really, Manuel, this is who he is. He's just a secretive person. Okay. And they made I guess they made a mistake at the embassy. So they really kind of had to rush. And Stacey was like, no. That doesn't matter, because even if he had to rush, he still gave a story. It just wasn't the truth. Okay. Now Manuel said that his kids knew that he was coming. They just didn't know when. He said he usually talks to them about, once a week, but initially when he got there, he didn't have no phone. I guess that's why he was freaking the hell out. Then they touched on Ashley, basically not even trusting him. And, now she's doubling back, saying, yes, that he's a secretive person. And, they're still trying to navigate that. Manuel basically says that, it's for financial reasons and, things concerning his kids. He just doesn't want to put all that stress on her when she's already going through all the things that she's going through. Now, her mom said it's a lot. Ashley will give him money, and then Ashley will call her and ask for money when Manuel starts screaming and hollering at her for not giving enough, which of course upsets Stacy. Now, Jasmine breaks down, basically how poverty is in third world countries, and explains how Manuel's brain is wired. She says that he feels like, there's always something lacking in the house, and sometimes eating is a privilege, which will make him feel guilty. And in order to understand it, basically you have to see it from your own eyes. Stacy feels a lot of empathy because of this. She said, he's never explained this. Rob explains to Manuel that, if he wants Ashley's help and help from her family, he's basically got to open up and let her in. And he feels like, he just doesn't want to be too much of a bother. And, basically the mom and the sister kind of just basically drop to their knees. Oh,
well, they empathize with him.
Huh?
They empathize with him.
Yeah, now we understand, and now we want grandbabies all over again.
Yeah, I wouldn't have turned the corner that quick, but
yeah, it was super quick. Sean gets into Jasmine and Gino about their marriage. Basically, they said it's a work in progress. They get into the $2,000 that she got from Dane. We know about that.
Right.
He's still pissed off about it, but he said he forgave her.
And then she gets upset about the bachelor party. They show footage from the bachelor party.
We know about that.
And she runs off stage and acts like a whole, nut, because she's Jasmine and she's, crying. She's literally crying as she's watching the video, and everybody thinks she's overreacting. And she's like, Gino, she's backstage. He's never hugged her that way. And Nikki has to run after her. And it's just real extra. And then they go for a break so Jasmine can calm down. And then she pulls out a letter
It was
that
funny
she
Clayton
received.
that she told Clayton to shut the fuck up because he was like, you should have used that $2,000 for anger management classes.
Well, he did say that. For me, it was when she came and pulled out the panties out of the envelope.
Did you believe that was real?
I believe people are crazy and would do something like that, being crazy fans of the show. And that's what Gino said it was. He said it was a crazed fan, and they left her nasty panties with the yeast and everything on it, which we ain't got to get into detail.
Yeah,
But
once there was stuff inside, I was like, okay, maybe this ain't some thing she just because sometimes I feel like sometimes she just want a reason to argue. When she initially took it out, I was like, girl, did you really just set this up so that you could have one up?
And well, basically what the letter did say, she said something about, oh, keep my lip gloss. So basically that is clearly somebody who watches the show, who wanted to irritate her, agitate her, and left this on her doorstep, which was crazy.
What I thought was explosive about this episode was the fact that messy ass 90 Day Fiance. Okay, we done seen plenty of damn shows where they went to a strip club. Never in history have I ever seen them call a damn stripper to the damn show.
Yeah, that was interesting.
To the reunion.
Yeah.
They done brought this lady named Daisy to ask her question. She like, ma'am, I'm just here to twirl around the pole, get my dollars. Why am I here at the reunion? Look, Daisy gonna have some clientele. She like, okay. Yeah, I'll go on the show. I'll go on. And clearly she was doing it from work. We saw the outfits in the background.
Well, basically, maybe her stage name is Daisy Duke. I mean,
I can't stand you.
I'm just saying, maybe when she come out, look at that girl with Daisy Duke. Oh, I want you to look at that. I'm just saying, that's actually a very good stage thing. Daisy.
I actually feel like that was in a movie. There was like a stripper or I don't know, somebody with the name Daisy Duke. I thought that's why you were saying it.
Look, if I come to Michigan, Daisy, that last name better be Duke. That's all I'm saying.
Basically, she said he was awkward as hell, but he was super respectful. She felt like he didn't even really want to be there. And really, he just enjoyed his time with his family. And Jasmine didn't want to hear none of that. She got to be left.
Because Jasmine can't accept that because she said Gino doesn't treat her like that. And that is a whole nother reason why I said, okay, they're just prepping us for this next season of Happily Ever After. And I went out the group chat.
And we also found out that also it may have something to do with the fact that his ex was a stripper.
Oh, well, I told you she was at the
I don't think everybody else knew. No, that was the ex-wife.
I said it on one of the episodes that she was
I thought that was the ex-wife and she was a porn star.
Yeah, P-star, yes.
But no, he said this is not the ex-wife. This is just the ex-girlfriend that was a stripper.
Oh, so somebody else. He just likes women of the night.
Apparently they like him too.
Because he got money. Of course they would.
Clearly not that. They can pull ballers. They can pull ballers that actually are halfway decent, halfway track. Well, at least take off their hat.
I don't care what your head look like. I just want to know what the money is.
He said ex-girlfriend. They in relation. The ex-wife. These are relationships.
Well, the ex-wife got caught up because she was trying to get a green card. That's different. So then we see Sean gets into Nikki and Justin. They claim, she's like, are y'all still broken up? Justin says he thinks they need more time. And then Justin tells production he felt free after breaking. He said, I got to be free. Okay, free. He was ready to go. Now, everybody's like, oh my God. And Nikki's like, you're playing the victim. Now, I forgot what was it I was watching. I think it's all the reality tea or something like that. And they always do little clips of 90 Day Fiancé. But I love when this person said, okay, yes, you may be right. But what you can't do is negate the fact, Nikki, that you lied to this man. This relationship started off with the lie. So when you come with this, he's playing the victim, it's kind of shady because, okay, Nellz got a different point of view.
I can understand that when it was, 12 years ago?
15
years ago. But y'all broke up. And that was because of that.
Right.
What's your excuse now? Because you got back with her.
I ain't got no money.
She clearly had money back then too.
And Express.
She clearly had money back then. You saying he was just missing the money? You saying he was just missing the benefits? Exactly. So it's not this. It's not that, because you knew it now this time going in. You knew that.
Okay, I'll give you that. I'll give
So
you that.
yeah, just like everybody said, you was missing, it was the benefits.
Mm. Well, yeah. So basically, then he tells Ashley that she has manly vibes like Nikki. This obviously irritates the hell out of Ashley. Nikki shares obviously what we know, that she went back to Moldova for his birthday. He put the ring back on her finger and said that they're technically engaged. It was the real delusion for me that she was up there.
She took off her own ring and then put her own ring back. The fact that you even had to get your own ring is just like, bro, you done said this man is unemployed. So how the hell he get your ring?
And then basically Justin spends the rest of his time making everything a joke, which is irritating the whole cast. Nikki says she found out he was communicating with his ex and lied to Nikki about it. And I
And
guess
meeting up with her.
Oh, see, I didn't hear the meeting up part.
Yeah, in the park. She reached out. She reached
in the park, doing it after dark.
Might have been in the daytime. You know, look, he said, I'm gonna show you how we do it in Moldova.
So with asked if they're in a relationship, he can't answer the question, but claims he loves Nikki. And I said, well, damn. And then we get into good old Sam and Citra.
So yeah, we touched on the fact that they are expecting a child. Apparently, in the beginning of their relationship, he cheated on her ass, and there are some discrepancies with that. She said that he didn't tell her that he actually went through with it. Apparently, he told
He
her
said,
that
I did.
he claims he did, but sir,
she said no. But you said the girl.
The fact that no, the fact that the story, I agree with everybody. The fact that stories are so different. She said, you told me that there was something weird. You got weirded out about it, and you didn't do it. But this is what it make you not want to let your dude be like a Uber driver or something, or a Lyft driver. He was doing ride share.
No, it makes you not want to date a hoe like Sam. That's what it makes you do.
Well, I think she didn't know that he was a hoe. But this after this, then he knew.
Once upon a time, not long ago.
Well, she know now. But what I'm saying is, look, it was, listen, these whole jobs, okay? It's these whole jobs, okay?
Oh.
What the thought jobs?
The thought job.
The thought jobs, okay?
Now
he had
Uber
a thought
drivers
job,
like thought job.
okay? And she didn't know that it was a thought job. She found out because
do they have Uber drivers in Indonesia? So I don't think that is, you know.
I don't know, but I know what she did have. She had his location, okay?
Well.
And he was a little somewhere for too damn long, okay? But yeah, basically he lied. Everybody getting his ass about the fact that he lied. They don't believe his ass and said, yeah, the stories ain't matching up, sir. It's giving you didn't tell her the full story, which makes sense. You didn't want her to think that you actually went all the way through with it. Then they moved on to Clayton and Anali.
Not Clayton and Anali.
Manuel is hung up on the fact that he had his mama in the closet. He's like, but why? Why did you put the guinea pigs? He said, why didn't you put the guinea pigs in the closet? He said, well, they need ventilation. Apparently his mama didn't.
And all of the cast is looking at him like, and this is who you married? I feel like the whole cast,
well, my mom kept the door open so she can get ventilation. Sir, you could have did that with the guinea pigs too. Listen,
maybe it's just me, but I felt like the rest of the cast didn't even really mess with her like that.
Mess with who like that?
Anali.
She gives a vibe a little bit.
No, I feel like they all feel like the sister. They just didn't want to admit it and say it. But I think they all feel like she's faking it too.
I don't feel like the sister like to that extent. But I told you I don't think she really liked him like that. I still don't.
I was caping for Anali, but
you still are. I know you are.
They live in Oklahoma. Yeah, they got on him about the thing and the thing.
So yes, and apparently the mom doesn't live with them. She lives separate. And yeah, he basically told the cast like, well, my mom is the one that did things to, make herself need to have a place. So that's what I had available. And that's just basically what it is.
Not your mama throwing you under the bus like that.
Your mama.
I mean, him throwing his mama under the bus like that.
I mean, clearly that was the case.
He said she did that. Like, well, damn.
So they also touch on the fact that,
You could have just said, I'm taking care of my mama. You ain't got to know my mama ain't got no credit or she ain't got nothing going on. You ain't got to know that. That's what I'm not going to do. My mama might not be great, but I ain't going to dog on TV.
He said, y'all ain't about to dog me. If I got, look, so one of us got to go under the bus.
Right. Somebody got to go.
He said, it ain't going to be me. Okay. So then they touched on Anali telling her father. She said, it was something hard for her to do, but she did it. Okay. And they actually invited her dad to come onto the show. He declined, but he did send a message. He said he wants her to reconsider and come home. That there's nothing that she needs. I said, well, okay. And of course, that made her super emotional. Then they invited Brandy out. Brandy, child. Okay, it was really the back and forth about who the hell wanted the stripper. Annalie said, boo, really, I think you got the stripper for you. But Annalie, you was the one with all the pictures with him on your lap. I'm just saying.
Okay.
She said when I said it, it was a joke. I would have never thought that she would have hired a stripper, knowing that her brother's so jealous and that he didn't want it, which I didn't think it was a joke when she said it.
I didn't either. I didn't like her in that moment. I was like, Annalie, we have you on. I don't understand if you know how American TV works, but I was like, we caught you on camera multiple times bringing up the stripper. We see you. He's seen the footage of you taking pictures and taking selfies. Just say it is what it is. But I think she's so scared. I don't know. A part of that gives me a vibe because you were clearly caught enjoying yourself, and that's okay.
And he actually said, he was like, I mean, she looked like she had a lot more fun than she expressed to me. Well, regardless, the sister still got doubts. What's her name? Brandy? Brandy still has doubts. She says she doesn't see any affection between them. They're super weird. They're super awkward. And Clayton just chalks it up to, we're from different cultures. Everybody here is weird. Everybody here is awkward.
Look, Brandy made good points that Nellz has been making this whole time. She sees no affection. It's a little weird.
Well, I wouldn't have said that she was there for the green card. I don't like to, say what people.
But you could say, I don't think you like him for real.
Yeah, I'm not going to say what her motive is, but to me, I just don't think that there's like genuine love there. And you know what? And apparently this pisses her off. This pisses Annalie off. She's like, look at all I gave up. I gave up my country, my family, my job, my friends, my relationship with my father. And yes, you did give up a lot, but so do a lot of people. And
I was going to say, so do a lot of people.
And still for the wrong reasons.
Look at Manuel.
Better themselves.
Right.
I mean,
look at Manuel. He ain't even tell. He said
exactly. I hate to say it like that, but yeah, I mean, that's look at Manuel. He ain't even tell his mama he was leaving.
Right.
You see, he love it. He getting your husband's ass about how he treated his mama, sir. You ain't even tell your mama you was leaving.
That's one thing I always say, and I get it. They try to be respectful, and because you're cast members and you don't really. I will say this was probably one of the most peaceful tell-alls that I've seen, because in my eyes, as a cast member, but even I'm still a viewer. So even though I may have my own situation, I could still look at yours and say, nah, that don't look right.
Mm-hmm.
But
well, regardless, she says it didn't seem like, it seemed like once the cast started speaking up, Brandy like kind of piped down a little bit, but she still stood her ground. She just stopped speaking her opinion. Basically, she said it's her brother. That's her brother's business, and she gonna get in it.
Right.
Basically, she don't give a damn what nobody thinks. That's her brother.
And she admits she likes to be a pot stirrer.
Yeah. And also she said, she just doesn't want to see her brother get hurt. And she's just glad that Annalie wasn't a catfish. But she still definitely thinks that Annalie was there for a green card in a ring. Then they move on to Devin and Nick. Let me just say, first of all, I love the fact that Nick was 10 toes down, stood on business, did what he needed to do. Okay. Literally the day after they got married, he saw his paperwork.
That part.
Yeah, I'm not talking about the piggy part.
I was like, that's why I looked at you like that. I said about
no. I love the fact that, and I don't know if I don't know if that's a cultural thing, but he's like, I got to provide for my family. So the next day after they're married, she's like, she was like, I didn't say nothing. Next day he took care of that, and he got his papers before everybody else. Nobody else on the cast got their papers. He's the only one that got his papers.
And they said it only took him 6 months.
Mm-hmm. And got a job in Atlanta as a project manager.
You know what I wanted to do when I heard that part? I would have, if I was Ashley, I'd be looking at Manuel like this. You need to send money back home to your family, right? You need it that badly, and you ain't do no research before you came over here, like this good man over here. Oh yeah.
Let me tell you something. When I tell you Nick got so many points with that, I mean literally like
I don't think we've ever seen that in 90-day history.
ever. And the fact that he's so young, I had to give him props for that. And most project manager positions they pay Tree. So he moved to Atlanta. He moved to Atlanta. He got he stayed in a hotel or whatever for now. She's not moving yet. They usually do pay.
No, I'm talking about. I'll be honest with you. Even though they had the least drama this season, out of all the couples, well, outside of Nikki and Justin and Jasmine and Gino, of course, well, and Clayton and Anali, they're probably one of the top couples that I feel like might not make it.
They might not, and I think
I saw it in the energy. I saw it in the.
Well, I'm not talking about their relationship. I'm talking about him as an individual and
right. Yeah. He gonna get himself right.
Yeah.
Right.
Listen, that's what I'm talking about. I don't remember who asked the question, but somebody asked them, basically like, how are they doing? Have they had any fights? And they both just kind of looked at them and like just was quiet. Now, if you had fights and it's normal fights and y'all are still good, you would normally, like who doesn't?
Right.
They just kind of look like, but
and
it gives me that
they enjoyed their time apart.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, now, don't get me wrong.
There ain't nothing wrong with that. Especially if they're both introverts. They both said they're introverts. Look, to me that didn't ring no bells for me.
It didn't, because I was like, y'all newlyweds, y'all should be like, yeah, like we want to. I don't know.
Not like every second of the day, and when you live with somebody, it's every second of the day. So, and the fact that I don't know what she does, but I don't know. And it's only been a week or two. I feel like
it's only been a week or two.
Yeah, I think that's a nice little break. I think to me, no, it didn't ring no bells for me. That did not. I was like, okay. No, that's a vacation. That's a girl trip. That's a boys trip. That's some time away. Okay, that's that ain't do nothing for me.
Okay.
But yeah, basically he stayed in a hotel in Atlanta. She didn't go yet because she said, her and the dogs, basically she waiting for him to get settled.
She's waiting for him to level up.
Get the stuff together. Get your paycheck. Get us a place. Do what you need to do. And now this man, he like, I done did what I need to do. I got my papers. I got my job. We moving out that little country bumpkin place. We moving to Atlanta. I need you to lay down and have some babies for me. She said, yeah, when you making that Skrilla. I said, oh. I said, Devin does communicate.
Mm-hmm.
When she want to. Okay.
She said money is her love language.
She said money make her come. Money make her come. Okay, so basically, then they bring Devin's parents out. They're really proud of them and the moves that they're making. But she's just glad her daughter ain't moving to South Korea. Okay.
Right.
And as far as Devin's weight loss, she's not really concerned. She said that actually that was the weight that Devin was before she even met Nick. Apparently,
if I was Devin, I'd be like, so basically, y'all saying when I was on the show, I was fat. That's what y'all trying to insinuate.
She was, I believe, and she
said it. She was like, I didn't realize it until I was trying on dresses that I might be.
And I think that's why she had the breakdown in the dressing room.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, I think that's why which I think that happens to a lot of brides. You know what I mean? Also, let me say this: when you try on wedding dresses, they ain't your regular sizes. You could be a size 6.
All dresses are my size.
No,
except the ones that are too big for me.
It might actually make you feel good though. See, anybody else, you might be like a size 6, and you're like, okay, yeah, I'm a size 6. I'm gonna go in there and try on a size 6. No, when you get in there, you might be like a size 10 or 14. 10, 12 through 14, depending on how the dress is cut. Okay, so they're different. So I feel like she might have had a little breakdown about that, which brings us to the whole piggy comment. Okay, we know nobody likes the piggy comment. Americans were in an uproar. He
Right.
doesn't get it. He doesn't understand. He's like, dude.
He even stood 10 toes down on that.
He
He
did.
was
He was
like,
like,
basically, he basically said, "Y'all being sensitive, but I'll try not to say it no more." He gave a
he said
half-assed
he
apology.
basically what he was saying is his term of endearment for her is to
Right.
let her know that he cares, that it's his little pet name for her,
And I'm
and
not.
she really just thinks that he would have kept it private. He said even though she's skinny now, he still calls her piggy.
And I'm gonna just say this, Shade Squad. I know y'all will never believe it, but at a point in time, I might have been a little pudgy. Okay. And at the end of the day, I did have an ex that used to call me Piggy, and
I remember that now that you said that.
right, and that was our turn. That's why I never saw anything wrong with what he was doing because I've been called that. Point is,
Day in the life.
right, but I completely understood it. So I was just like, I understood when he was just like, okay, I'm gonna give y'all an apology, but and I'll try not to say it. And he was like, I'm sorry if I hurt you, but it definitely was a half-ass apology because he didn't feel he did nothing wrong.
And can I, you know what? I'm here for the smoke, so I'm gonna say it. Okay. I honestly, I agree with him. Unless it's my partner telling me that they have a
I
problem
don't
with
give a
it.
damn what y'all say. Yeah.
Oh, well, you know what she said? The only problem she had was, I wish he would have kept it private.
She doesn't like public embarrassment. We had this
And
conversation before. Some people can take whatever behind closed doors, but the minute it's public, it's a problem. And I'm one of
and
those
you know what
people.
though? I wish she would have said something to him before they went on the show.
Right.
Like, I get this is our thing and it's also a cultural difference, but I'm letting you know, Americans are not going to see it that way.
Right.
So, try to, chill, and because that really was their storyline, this whole
It really
piggy
was
thing.
that because we didn't
That
see
was
them the rest of the season. They had nothing else.
Yeah, once they got married, we didn't see him no more. All we know is he calls her piggy.
Right.
So, yeah, but yeah, I kind of agree with him. Yeah, that's my term of endearment. She accepts it. She's cool with it. Basically, initially when I first said it, she had a problem with it, but I explained where I was coming from. She understood it was all out of love, and she ain't got a problem with it. It's
Right.
y'all that got a problem with it. So basically, y'all can kiss my ass.
That's
And
all.
I'll try not to say it in front of y'all, but I'm gonna still say it to my wife. So yeah, basically that's what he did. He apologized to America, and then they were like, "Well, you need to apologize to your wife," and he did. He apologized to Devin, but she just kind of looked at him like, "I know you're doing it just for them, because I don't give a damn." That's really what it was given. Then they brought out Nikki's mother, Myrna. Okay,
Oh, you
and
did, and you over here calling her Claire.
girl, I just listen. No, I just knew that it was a mama. When
You
you said the mama, I'm like, and I forgot that they brought out Sophie's mom.
mm-hmm.
So that's why I was like, I thought that was at the end, girl. But yeah, so yes, they brought out Myrna. Okay, and Justin thought that he had somebody on his team. Oh yeah, da 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 da. Yeah, she said, I need the truth. Did you ever really love my daughter? Because the way you talking, I don't never talk to my daughter like that. Because to me, in my eyes, that's my daughter. She's all woman. She's all female. Okay. And he's like, oh, she was the exception to the rule. Da 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 da. Da. Listen,
Oh well, the thing was, he told her that and I'm only saying this because these were his words. He told her that he is not gay or trans attracted, but Nikki is the exception.
then why does it keep on coming up?
Right. Right.
Don't listen.
You know
Listen.
what? I'm gonna be
You know
honest
what?
with
If I
you.
was
I
Nikki,
didn't feel bad for Nikki. Y'all can drop down in the comments. Let us know what you thought. But I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. At this point, this is what do they call this? She's doing this to herself. She's doing this to herself because you, at the end of the day, you know what it
Tree.
is. He's telling
No,
you.
no, no. I wish you would have this same energy for people that don't have as much trauma as Nikki, that are just dumb. Okay, Nikki. Okay, it's hard for her to find people to accept her for who she is. Okay, this is why she's so caught up and stuck on this man. Now this man knows who the hell she is. He told her, "Yes, I accept you. I
But I
love
don't
you."
think he treats her well, is what I'm saying. Like, I can understand.
And listen, and I agree with you. I agree with you. But every glimpse of him doing something nice, or you remember every glimpse of him having sex with her, to her, oh my God, that's one step closer to, him accepting me.
You don't need a man, you need therapy. That's what I'm saying. That's why I
So
said I
do
don't.
these people that were naturally born this way and are just dumb.
Well,
But you give them grace.
I'm just no, I don't. If Annalie were to leave,
let's not get on BMF.
okay. If Clayton, if Annalie were to leave Clayton right now, I would be like, boy, all the signs were there.
No, you wouldn't, because you still believe Annalie. The hell? Both of y'all would be heartbroken. Yeah, you'd be like, boy, come here, come hug.
Because I'm not in therapy yet.
You would be like, we both need a hug. Come here.
But Clayton clearly got trauma too with his mama and his sister. And
what I'm saying is, I feel like with Jazz, with Nikki, I think she deserves a little bit more grace, only because of who she was in the past, what she's internally dealing with. Literally his only issue is the fact that she was not born a woman. Other than that, I think he actually does like her. He treats her the way he treats her because she was not born a woman. And I'm sure that is a thing in relationships dating straight men. You know what I'm saying? So
it also has a lot to do with culture too. In Moldova, and how they expect their women to be. So,
but keep in mind, she didn't go online trying to meet Justin. It wasn't like, oh, I know the culture over there, I'm gonna try to change his mind, blah blah blah.
Right, okay.
Remember, she went over there with,
and she was already dating somebody,
she
right?
was dating someone else.
Right.
He got there and found out he had a whole nother situation, and then ended up meeting Justin. You know what I'm saying? So, you can't help.
So she makes a lifetime of bad decisions.
You can't help.
That's a lifetime of bad decisions.
You can't help who you love. I give Nikki grace because I know also, besides this situation, she's also battling the fact that
she wants to be accepted, and that's what I'll give her grace in that aspect. Mm-hmm. When you see someone is not, I just feel like it's crazy to keep hitting this wall, and him play with you to the point where you're paying for him. He's basically living off you. Like, that's what
we see women. We see women do it all the time. What was the gazelle and the hyena? We see women do it all the time. Imagine. That's what they do. And the more you push, the more they pull. That's just what it is. Look, Sean got to the point. She said, listen, what's up with the K1 status visa? What's up with the status? She said, it's still processing. She said, what is it going to take you to pull this damn thing?
Sean don't speak up much.
No, I think she do.
No, usually she won't get messy like that, but I was happy when she stood up and said, what is it going to take?
Yeah.
Because that's kind of how I felt. Mm-hmm. I know your heart hurts. And that's what I'm saying. I'll give her, we've all been hurt as women. Like, I get it. You want to be accepted. You want to be loved. But what is it going to
She's
take?
holding on to that especially imagine this man has been in your life for 15 years.
Okay.
So he's holding on to this little glimmer of hope. You're hoping that you didn't waste 15 years of your damn life.
Yeah, I hear you.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I can move on. I can find somebody who appreciates me. I can find somebody who gives me everything the fuck that I want. But I'm hoping it will be you, because I just spent 15 years of my damn life.
Yeah. And my money, my hard-earned dollars.
So I mean, and I just want you to accept me for who I am. That's all she's asking for. I want you to accept
me. And I want you to do it to me on a regular basis.
Accepting me for who I am.
Okay.
Accepting me for who I am. But you can't get out of your mind. So, but to make me constantly think That's that pull, that push and that pull. That's that to make me think, oh yeah, I can't do this. And then every now and then you give me a little glimmer of hope that you can. He's a narcissist.
I was getting ready to use
He's
the N word.
a
I
narcissist.
said I
He's a
think he might be
narcissist.
a
He's a
narc.
manipulator. That's and I think that's why I give her grace, because he's not just a normal dude who's just an asshole.
No, he's a
He
narc.
is a
He
narcissist.
absolutely is a narc.
And that is what she's dealing with right now. And that's hard to pull away from. So that's why I give, like I said, also because of, I know she's also internally dealing with the fact that she wants to be accepted.
Right.
So basically, yeah, she says that she doesn't know. She's like, I don't know. She's like, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what the hell I'm gonna do. Okay. She says that maybe, she says that she thought that, he would come over, maybe stay the 90 days, and then um if everything was going well, they would, but if not, then he would just go back. But she says she can't force somebody to love her.
And the
Okay.
big thing too is this is their second time, so they can't do it again.
Mm. Jasmine then lets him know, you constantly invalidating who she is as a woman.
Yeah, wasn't it Ashley? I thought that was Ashley that said that.
I'm sorry, it was initially Ashley, but then I think
And
Jasmine kind of
Jasmine
took,
said something to him about using her.
and then I think Jasmine took it a little bit further, basically
Yeah.
saying like women can also be dominant.
Yeah.
We're not just always super soft and always, you know. He basically told her, yeah, there go you acting like Nikki. Y'all are twins. Y'all are acting like Nikki. Basically saying y'all are acting like man like is the term that he uses. And he's like, that's the problem. Y'all are acting like, she said, no, the problem is you're an asshole. Okay. And you're using her for benefits, which we've been saying. Okay. Now, Justin said that Nikki doesn't know anything about straight relationships and how to act in a straight relationship. But that's what I'm saying. And if that's the case, then you don't know anything about trans relationships. But here you are.
Well, no, what did it see? That's what I don't know, man. I mean, I'm not gonna
I
say
cannot give him grace for the fact that he didn't know, because
no. What
that's
I'm
the
saying, I'm
second
not
time
taking up
around.
for him. I'm not taking up for him. What I'm
Mhm.
saying is, I'm about to get back into Nikki. It's only so many times you can say some real harsh.
This is on the show, though.
Right.
I
So
was just
imagine what he
there.
says off camera
But
to
but
her.
Trees, I was just there. I was just there. We had an amazing time. It was super romantic. You re-proposed to me. You gave me back whatever. Right now that we're in front of cameras, now
So
you
he's
want
a
to act.
gaslighter too.
Now that we're that's what I'm saying. Now that we're in front of cameras, now you want to be all cold and everything's a joke and da da da. You know what I'm saying? But when I was just there for your birthday, we was turning up. We was having a good time. You gave me back my ring. We're back together. But now when somebody asks you if we're in a relationship, you don't know.
Do you think because it was a publicity?
Yeah.
Okay. No, because I'm like, if you would do that behind closed doors, which you clearly were, and then I guess the minute it's gonna become a public, it seems like in whenever,
I feel like we even saw it. I
yeah,
feel like we even saw it on camera where he's like, majority of the time, he's like an asshole, right? But that's how those type of relationships work. Majority of the time, he's an asshole, and you're in your mind, you're thinking that this
you
isn't who
did
he is.
something. What can I do?
What
Yeah,
what what is it? Why is he acting this way?
acting
Then when
like
he
this.
shows
Yep.
you who he was in the beginning, this
Right.
amazing great guy, right? Now it's, oh my God, there he is again.
No, Nell's got valid ass points. I'm gonna give you
And I
that.
think that's what he's doing. Just like I said, when she went to Moldova, she said they had an amazing time. He was super romantic. We didn't see none of that on camera, except for that one time where it was like the day after they had sex, right?
Right.
We even witnessed the push and pull.
I
But
don't know
basically,
why
yeah. So
it's giving very Ralph energy.
Ralph.
Drew and Ralph, Real Housewives of Atlanta, because that's the biggest gaslighter narc.
I know damn well you did not bring up that.
I'm just saying, it reminds me when I be like, Drew, and we used to yell at her
Yeah,
over the screen
that
and be
is
like,
it's
why can't you see it? But then he would take her out to dinner, and try to do all these nice things for
this
her.
grand gesture, and
Right.
even in the grand gesture, you still can't hold your asshole
Yes,
back.
right.
No,
Right.
yeah, it's the same exact thing. To me, it's the same exact thing. Um, so yeah, basically after he said that, Ashley kind of flipped out, and told him to stop talking to her like that. She's a woman. While
And he's
Nikki
doing
is
more damage to
having
her.
a complete meltdown, and Justin kind of is just like, oh, I see this 10 times a day. So Sean asked Nikki, yes. So that's when she asked her, I'm sorry, what will it take for you to pull the visa? Now she says she doesn't know, but at this point, she feels like it's pointless. Justin basically told her he's not going to the interview. And yeah, it's a good idea for you to pull it.
He said, I want to get to America, but not that way.
Mm-hmm. And basically, she told him that he'll never find another woman like her. And I felt like he took that moment
Moment to take a
to take a
dig and be
shot,
like, I know I won't.
to take a shot.
Yeah.
And we all know what the hell he was saying. I don't need to get into
Yeah,
that.
no. And it was disgusting. I didn't like that in that moment.
But that's what I'm saying. Could you imagine somebody treats you amazing behind closed doors? Now that you're on a public platform, oh, I don't know if we're together. I don't know what we're doing. And now I'm talking to you like you're trash.
I don't know. I actually want better for Nikki. I do.
I do
Hopefully,
too.
I guess
But
maybe we'll see her on a single life. And again, we don't cover that, but unless y'all want to drop down in the comments and implore us to be here, because again, if y'all ain't watching it, we're not going to. So therefore, then we get to Jasmine and Nikki flirting afterwards. Rob and Sophie still don't need to be together. This is my notes. This is not what actually happened. This is the ending of the tell-all, and I'm just telling you my notes on what the ending was. Rob and Sophie still don't need to be together. Manuel vows to try to communicate better. Nick wants to bring Devin over to Atlanta and then have a baby, as Nellz said. Sam and Citra are excited about their baby coming, and Anali, for those who have been watching us for a while.
who also want to call her anime like
Right.
Trace.
Tongues Clayton down to show Brandy in the world she actually likes Clayton, but it was definitely forced. And then Gino thinks Jasmine really overreacted and he wants out of this never ending cycle. And that was the end of the tell all. And as we know, Jasmine and Gino come back, and just a preview of seeing her suck Gino's toes is enough for me not to want to cover that whole season. Not to mention, I think they got I feel like Andre and that girl is back on there. I don't want to see them either.
I mean, I like getting my toes sucked, but I ain't never even thought of sucking no dude's toes.
And Angela, Michael, I don't want to see them.
Nah.
And not even lying to you, the two people I'm actually interested in seeing because they seem like they're working, I don't want to cover only because I remember when we did cover them and it was so problematic. Emily and Kobe. I actually do like them and their little family.
Is that the Virgo chick?
I think so, but she
has 2 kids now with the dude from Africa, from Cameroon.
Yep, and they're going. Yep,
and they were living with the parents in the basement.
Yes, and I think they're still living with the parents.
What do you think problematic?
Just the thing when it comes to like just being so ignorant to different cultures.
I'm good not covering her because she made Virgos look bad. So,
well, right, but no, they have a third baby on the way, and yeah, he's supposed to be taking her and her family to Cameroon. So, thank you. Sorry for the late recap. But y'all ain't really missed nothing because really, I mean, who do we really have hope for? Drop down in the comments. Ashley and Manuel. I know it's not Rob and Sophie. Devin and Nick. It named Jasmine and Gino. They just doing. I really feel like they just stand together for check at this point.
I think it's probably only Sam and Citra, and it's just because she's quiet. That's probably why they'll last.
I think Sam and Citra will work out as long as he don't get locked up. I don't even think the cheating will be a thing. I think that she'll get over that.
I think Sean even said, you don't even seem fazed by it. She was like, we're good over here.
Yeah. All right, y'all. Well, thank you so much for tuning in. If you haven't already, please make sure you hit that like button.
Make sure you comment
Make sure you subscribe.
and hit the notification bell.
And make sure you're following us on all the platforms, the TikTok, the Twitter, the Facebook, and IG. And yeah, we will catch y'all again for the other way. Because again, unless y'all do some Justin stuff and come out with some grand gestures, I ain't got it to do.
Stuff.
I ain't got it to do. But we appreciate y'all. We love y'all and thank you for the support. Have a good night.
Good night.